On May 23rd, 2024, Beestorm Simulator finally updated from what felt like forever. With that update came the new updated leaderboards, the classic event, and probably the most exciting thing, the Cocobelt, a new endgame belt located in the coconut shop. It had been leaked and talked about for quite some time, and it's now finally out for people to buy it and also try out. For a small price of 500 coconuts, 1,500 tropical drinks, 200 purple potions, 200 hard wax, 3 refreshing vials, 3 turpentine, and 7.5 trillion honey, it's going to take someone a pretty long time to get it. Well, I'm up for that challenge, and in this video, I'm going to be documenting the first 14 days of my coconut belt grind. I need a plan on what I'm going to be doing for the Cocobelt and how I can maximize it as much as possible in the easiest way possible. The first thing are the coconuts, tropical drinks, and the purple potions. There are quite a lot, as I need to click 1,500 tropical drinks, but those are all easily obtained from sprouts. So as long as I have a bunch of sprouts, I can get those resources pretty quickly. The second are the hard wax and turpentine. I'm not worrying about the vials because I already had all 3 of them. Hard wax isn't such a big deal as it's quite easy to get from puffshrooms and planters. But the main problem is the turpentine. Those are very painful to get, to the point you can only get them by either destroying legendary or mythic puffshrooms just to have a slim chance of getting it, or crafting it with the most diabolical recipe of 10 super smoothies, 10 caustic wax, 100 star jellies, and 1,000 honeysuckles. I was looking like this by the time I realized what I had to go through. But the main things I needed were sprouts and puffs. In the meantime, I want to get all the honey needed and also as many things as possible before I need to use those sprouts and puffs. Well, after planning, I decided to go to sleep and await for my first day. For the first day, just like with a Tide Popper grind, it was a pretty calm and chill day of grinding, mainly macroing for quite some time, and in the evening, I decided to use the code BOXWHOOPS to get more honey. Unfortunately, I had bad nectars and had only one person helping with me, which was Tib Smash. So in the comments, I want you guys to say WTib. Alright, well here are some moments in the boost where I thought they were kind of funny or they were just good for the video. Alright, we're boosting with box. Whoops. I need purple potion. Could be bamboo wins. Bamboo? No bamboo? Alright, no wins. Tib's gonna give me like the festive wreath buffs because I don't have that. Alright, now go to bamboo. Box. Redeem. Alright, lock in. Alright, we're in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, 2 billion a second! Oh my god! From the boost, I made 1.5 trillion honey, which is good. And while during that boost, I was also able to get an extra 500 blueberries. That's also good. Which then led to me crafting a bunch of purple potions, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I defeated the coconut crab and also get extra coconuts, tropical drinks, and 1 extra purple potion for the Cocobelt. So now at the end of the day, I now have 3 out of 500 coconuts, 390 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 51 out of 200 purple potions, 99 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and 1 out of 3 turpentine. So this is what we're going to be working with for the next day. For day 2, I started off by macroing, and as you keep watching this video, you'll start to notice that every day I'm going to start off by macroing. After macroing, I decided to do some sprouts in coconut field with Tib. Once again, he decided to help. We each used 30 sprouts, so in total 60 sprouts were used. You know, nothing too big. But as you keep on watching this video, you're gonna soon see how big these future sprout parties get. Anyways, from that sprout party, I was able to get purple potions and tropical drinks by crafting them, which is a pretty good thing. Also, since we were in coconut field, we were also getting coconuts. So yeah, that's pretty much it for day 2. Kinda short. But in the end, we now have 17 out of 500 coconuts, 426 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 67 out of 200 purple potions, 100 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and 1 out of 3 turpentine. The situation with coconuts are kind of low because of tropical drinks, but once we get more tropical drinks, coconuts should be going up higher. Day 3 was kind of mid because, well, I wasn't there for most of day 3. So I just decided to macro resources and honey for pretty much the whole day. Sounds boring, but there was only one interesting part on that day where I was there, which is both lucky and unlucky. Anyways, I was just chilling on my bed, you know, and until I looked on my monitor, I noticed something purple. I took a closer look, and somehow a mythic puffshroom has spawned in Pine. I'm not kidding. I saw a mythic puffshroom, and it went something like this. Wait a minute, is that? No way! I quickly stopped my macro. I quickly finished it off. And well, I somehow got no turpentine from that. I was at my lowest point so far in the challenge. How did I not get a turpentine from that? I was the only one who was damaging it and also did the most damage. It's harder to get a freaking Robo pass than that. That was just one chance I could have gotten a turpentine, and it slipped off my hand. I just wanted the grind to end already. Well, with 1 out of 500 coconuts, 455 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 86 out of 200 purple potions, 102 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and 1 out of 3 turpentine. That's my progress with the Cocobelt. How was I even gonna get the last 2 turpentine and also the rest of the tropical drinks? I need 1,000 more. Things were gonna need to look up for me in the next few days. Same with day 3, all I did was macroing again because I just wasn't there. Again? When I first started the grind, I realized that I can't really rely on macroing to get the Cocobelt, like with the Tide Popper. So I would actually need a grind. So if I couldn't grind that day and all I did was macroing, then the day would kind of be a waste of time. Well, after getting barely any resources that day, and having 14 out of 500 coconuts, still 455 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 94 out of 200 purple potions, still 102 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and still 1 out of 3 turpentine. That meant I gotta lock in for day 5. Day 5 is going to be my day. I first start off macroing once again and getting as much bubble blow and tide blessing as I can for later on in the day. After macroing for a couple of hours to get around 6x bubble blow and around 1.15x tide blessing, I was ready for what I was going to do. I first started off by doing another sprout party in Coconut again, inviting 5 other people, total of 6. We each used around 50 to 60 sprouts, so in total there was around 250 to 300 sprouts used in that one singular sprout party, which is a lot more from the first one with just me and Tib. Anyways, Tib got online and we both decided to first do some meteors for neon berries and possibly purple potions, which we both successfully got 1. Next, Tib uses sticker and ticket planter for puffs, which is another W moment for him, as I got lots of neon berries, bitter berries, and other resources for the Cocobelt. This was a really good day for both me and Tib, as he is too grinding for the Coco and is much closer than me. This was a W day because now with 8 out of 500 coconuts, 542 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 105 out of 200 purple potions, 112 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and 1 out of 3 turpentine. Nothing's gonna stop me for what's coming next. Day 6 was supposed to be a good day for me, but it actually turned out to go in a completely different direction. I first off by macroing for like the 6th time this grind, and I was supposed to do some puffshrooms with people from the Beesus Simulator Discord server for neon berries and hard waxes, but after the first run, everyone left, meaning I got like 0 resources. Well, for day 6, we have 0 out of 500 coconuts, 544 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 109 out of 200 purple potions, 116 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and still 1 out of 3 turpentine. Maybe people will want to do puffs tomorrow? Day 7 started off by macroing once again like usual, but this time not only did I have 1 puff party, I actually had 2 puff parties, totaling around 10 to 15 puff runs in one day, which is pretty impressive and really good. That's really the only thing I did, but somehow after 5 legendary puffshrooms and 2 mythic puffshrooms from the 7 days so far, I still haven't gotten a single turpentine. Either my luck is insanely bad or just the game is teasing me and wants me to craft the 2 remaining turpentine. But at least we made lots of progress with the hard wax and some progress on the tropical drinks. So after 1 week, we now have 9 out of 500 coconuts, 560 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 116 out of 200 purple potions, 135 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and still 1 out of 3 turpentine. But before we move on to week 2, let's do a quick recap. So in the past week, I have gained 6 coconuts, gained 178 tropical drinks, gained 65 purple potions, gained 36 hard wax, got 0 refreshing vials, and got 0 turpentine. If we keep this up, I might not be able to get the Cocobelt within the time, but there's still one small hope left if we can still get the Cocobelt, and that's Beesus. If Beesus comes, then the grind will be 10 times easier, as I can get turpentine way faster from the catalog and all the other resources quicker too, like the hard wax, tropical drinks, and purple potions. But the 2 questions now are, can I get 900 tropical drinks, 80 hard wax, 65 purple potions, and 2 turpentine in the next 7 days? And will Beesus come during this week? Well, let's see in week 2. But before we do, I would like to ask you to like and subscribe, as I would like to ask it during the middle of the video so you can decide whether you like the content or not. Alright, now let's get into week 2. Day 8 started off by me macroing once again, obviously, but I'm surprised by the amount of blueberries that I macroed in one day, which is pretty much a little over 6,000, which equals to over 120 blue extracts for all the purple potions towards the Cocobelt, which isn't that bad for a day's work. Did another sprout party for tropical drinks and coconuts in the coconut field. Well, with day 8, I have 5 out of 500 coconuts, 644 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 129 out of 200 purple potions, 145 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and still, for 8 days in a row, 1 out of 3 turpentine. Day 9 is probably the most fun and interesting day so far in the challenge. And no, Beesus didn't come out yet. I didn't do any sprout or puff party because I didn't have enough resources. Instead, I probably did the most annoying thing ever in Beesus Simulator, which is the Robo Bear challenge, or in short, RBC. I don't know why I did it, but it came up in my mind, and so that's what I did, because of 2 things. 1, the rewards, and 2, I need to grind some drives for my digital bee, otherwise it sucks. For day 9, I got 9 out of 500 coconuts, 672 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 134 out of 200 purple potions, 157 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and guess what? Still 1 out of 3 turpentine. Day 10 was almost similar, if not the same exact day as of yesterday, or day 9. Did Robo Bear challenge again, but this time I was more focused towards the drives instead of the rewards like the hard wax. So I got my digital bee upgraded quite a bit, but the rewards were lacking. For day 10, I have 2 out of 500 coconuts, 674 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 139 out of 200 purple potions, 157 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and still 1 out of 3 turpentine. Day 11 was the day where Beesus finally released to the main game, and I was ecstatic. This was my genuine reaction to the update. I think it's probably just some bug changes. I don't think Beesus is ready yet. At least I think. Oh my god, no way, no way! Yeah, you could see that I was very excited, because everyone in the Beesus community has been waiting 7 months for this. Anyways, after that, I bought all 4 bundles as they would help me tremendously in the grind, as one bundle had 1 turpentine, one had 25 tropical drinks, and another had 20 purple potions. After that, I did another sprout party with me, Tip Smash once again, Verdium Gaming, Shmeeviously, and one other person. But the rest of the day was just me spending time with friends, actually playing the game and doing all the Beesus quests, especially Dapper Bears, because I need that samovar for the last turpentine that I need. Day 11 was an amazing day because now with 7 out of 500 coconuts, 822 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 184 out of 200 purple potions, 173 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and finally 2 out of 3 turpentine. Only need 1 more. Day 12 is the day where we hit a big milestone for the Cocobelt, and you'll see why. First off, I started off by doing some more Beesus quests and was able to complete Dapper Bears for the samovar, so I could get honeysuckles and later on in the future, the turpentine. That's 1 milestone. The other 2 are now, I have a total of 200 hard wax and also 200 purple potions, so I no longer need to grind for those 2. But now the only things I need are tropical drinks, coconuts, and the 1 turpentine. For day 12, I have 28 out of 500 coconuts, 850 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 200 out of 200 purple potions, 200 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and 2 out of 3 turpentine. The endgame is near. Also, don't ask why I have Bubble Wand equipped. Some of the things I'm doing in this challenge were going to be the last time I use them, just like with the coconut crab, which removes a reliable resource of coconuts and tropical drinks. So I had to play my cards right to get the remaining materials, which are around 600 tropical drinks and 1 turpentine. For the day, I did another sprout party in Coconut Field with a total of around 400 to 500 sprouts used, which allowed me to get lots of tropical drinks. For day 13, I have 6 out of 500 coconuts, 932 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 200 out of 200 purple potions, 200 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and 2 out of 3 turpentine. Today is the final day of the Cocobelt grind. Also, stop asking me why I'm not equipping the Tide Popper. The final day of this grind was today, and I still needed to get over 500 more tropical drinks. This almost seems impossible to do, but I still had hopes that there would be people in the Beesus Simulator Discord who would help me. Anyways, I sent 1 message about a sprout party in Coconut Field, and no one responded. It's so over. So in the very end, I got 6 out of 500 coconuts, 958 out of 1,500 tropical drinks, 200 out of 200 purple potions, 200 out of 200 hard wax, 3 out of 3 refreshing nectar vials, and 2 out of 3 turpentine. Well, now it's time for the second and last recap for this grind. Week 2 was a lot better than week 1 by a long shot. Just this week, I lost 3 coconuts. Okay, that sounds kind of bad, but just hear me out on this. Gained 390 tropical drinks, gained 84 purple potions, gained 65 hard wax, got 0 refreshing nectar vials, and gained 1 turpentine. My overall opinion with this grind, I was actually quite happy and really wanting to play during this grind. Especially towards the end with Beesus and all my friends playing together, really made me, feel appreciative about this game. And I really like that. I'm just thankful for Onnit making this really good game and also pretty well polished updates this past year so far for the community, even though that a Christmas event came 7 months late. Anyways, that's all the time I have left with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching my favorite video in the making, and so I will see you guys next time, possibly with the Cocobelt. See ya!